Hello, welcome to this week's Tea Time Results Show. We're giving you a roundup of the games that the societies have played this week, the winners, the special mentions, and an update of what's going on and how you can get involved. Okay, so we started the week with Glasgow Viotus, played on the Tuesday, the 26th of August. They played a Pinehurst Scramble, just two teams in contention. The winners in first place, Ron Porter, Pam Andrew and Irene Langley. And in second place, Mary Armitage, Sue Brew and Hayley Barker. Nearest the pin on hole 5 was Ron Porter. Okay, they were followed by Sprightly Golf Society, who played 3 to score on the front 9 and 2 to score on the back 9. Team in first place, Martin Geary, Harry Pearson, Steve Carter and Dave Mitchell with 112 points. In second place, Dave Spooner, Dave Mitchell with a card, Bob Evans and Les Skipsey with 108 points. And in third place, Ray Lyons, Pete Constable, Glenn Trigg and Brad Trigg with 105 points. Nearest the pins on hole 3, Camille Vertonghen. On hole 5, Pete Constable. Hole 11, Gordon Nielsen. And hole 13, Les Skipsey. And then hole 8 in 2 was Les Skipsey again. Okay, so we move on to Wednesday, Golf Association. They played a Stableford game with 2 scores to count. The team in first place with 89 points, Steve Cronk, Ian Butters and Dennis Jones. Second place with 87 points, Steve Gill, Bill Donald and Neil Smith. In third place with 81 points, John Keane, Dave Hackett and Dave Freer. And in fourth place with 78 points, Trev Andrew, Steve Parsons and Norman Morgan. So we move on to Thursday Friendly Golf Society. They played a red, white and blue game on the 28th of August. The team in first place, Brian Arnold, Harry Pearson and Ken Halley with 89. Second place also with 89 points, Gary Greenfield, Les Skipsey and Steve Carter. And in third place with 88 points, Phil Helton, Ray Lyons and Martin Edwards. The nearest the pins, hole 3, Martin Edwards. Hole 5, Harry Pearson, hole 11, Ray Lyons, and hole 13, Harry Pearson again. So moving on to Saturday, the Clubhouse Golf Society. They played a waltz 1, 2, 3. The team in first place, Gordon Nielsen, Thomas McQuilter, Hebby and Dave Spooner with 91 points. And in second place, Martin Geary, Mick Drummond, Jerome Dooley and Pete Constable with 85 points. The nearest the pins on hole 3 was Hebby, on hole 5 Martin Geary, hole 13 Ian Pragnell and hole 8 in 2 Alistair Ray. Okay, following them were Catsbar. They also played a Pinehurst with 2 to score. In first place with 104 points, Jim Chapman, Norman Morgan, Simon Rowbottom, and in second place with 103, Keith Halliwell, Luke Sharp, Dave Hackett and Steve Cronk. Nearest the pin on hole 5, Dave Hackett, and nearest the pin on hole 13, Kieran McGibney. And there were 5 twos winners, Kieran McGibney, Jim Chapman, Dave Hackett and Les Skipsey with 2 twos. Well done, Les. Okay, moving on to Sunday, the 31st of August, the Black Bull played a individual Stableford competition. Fantastic score. In first place, a chap who's just recently come back to play with the Black Bull, Terry Bowles, with 40 points. And in second place, with 28 points, so not that close, was John Keane. Sunshine Golf Society, 31st of August, played 5-4-3, which is 2 scores on par 3s, 3 scores on par 4s and 4 scores on par 3s. I've got that slightly wrong, but I think you know what I mean. Okay, the team in first place with 117 points, Dennis Jones, Irene Langley, Ian Butters and Dave Hackett. And second place with 116 points, so very close, Dave Noakes, Ron Porter, Trev Andrew and Pam Andrew. Nearest the pins on hole 3 was Hayley Barker. On hole 5, Gary Lovejoy. Hole 11, Steve Parsons. Hole 13, Trev Andrew. Hole 8 in 2 was Dave Hackett, and hole 15 in 3 was Mary Armitage. Okay, so moving on to Tuesday, the 2nd of September, Las Gaviotas played their monthly qualifier. So just an individual game. In first place with 42 points, another lady who's just come back to the Ladies Society, Penny Sadler. In second place with 37 points, Caroline Harrison. And in third place with 35, Mary Armitage. Nearest the pins on hole 3, Mary Armitage. Hole 5, Hayley Barker. Hole 11, Alison Vasey, and hole 13, Caroline Harrison. Okay, Sprightly Golf Society, they played Pinehurst Stroke Index Waltz. The team in first place with 148 points, Glenn Trigg, Gordon Nielsen, Steve Carter and Phil Houghton. Second place with 143, Dave Mitchell, Jerome Dooley, Glenn Elliott and Martin Geary. In third place with 138 points, Martin Wilkins, Hebby, Pete Constable and Colin Reid. And fourth with 134 points, Brian Arnold, Glenn Trigg, Bob Evans and Martin Edwards. Hole 3, nearest the pin, was Spencer Truman. Hole 5, Harry Pearson. Hole 13, Gary Davis. Hole 11, Ian Richardson. And hole 18-2, Spencer Truman. Wednesday Golf Association, they played stroke play with one score to count on all 3 balls. In first place, and this was very close, so it all went to count back. So all 3 teams on 59 points. Simon Rowbottom, John Leyland and Trev Andrew. Following them, Ian Butters, Terry Colvin and P. Carter. And in third place, Kieran McGibney, Steve Parsons and Brian Perkis. Okay, Thursday, Friendly Golf Society played a Texas Scramble. In first place with 59.1, Dave Mitchell, Ian Richardson, Spencer Truman and Phil Houghton. Second with 59.3, Martin Geary, Harry Pearson, Keith Humphrey and Keith Sadler. And third with 65.5, Les Skipsey, Tom Davis, Ray Lyons and Steve Neal. Nearest the pins, on hole 3, Keith Sadler, on hole 5, Pete Constable, hole 11, Harry Pearson, and hole 13, Keith Sadler. Again, well done. Okay, Saturday, the 6th of September, Clubhouse Golf Society played Greensums, which is a bit of a new format for them, and I think they quite enjoyed it, so it may be making an appearance again soon. In first place with 42 points, Gary Davis and Hebby. Second place with 38, Jimmy Butt and Gordon Nielsen. And also with 38 points, but coming in third place on countback, Glenn Trigg and Phil Houghton. Nearest the pins, hole 3, Steve Gill. Hole 11, Glenn Trigg. Hole 13, Jim Hall. And hole 4 in 3, I guess, Dave Spooner. Okay, Cat's Bar played Pinehurst, 2 drives each. First place with 97 points, Simon Rowbottom, Luke Sharp and Baz Elmore. Second place with 95 points, Jim Chapman, Steve Cronk and Norman Morgan. There was just one nearest the pin on hole 13, Les Skipsey, and a special mention to Sean Johnson, who got 2 twos. Black Bull Sunday, the 7th of September, played a Stableford individual game. In first place with 36 points, John Keane. Second place with 34 points, Jason Holland. And in third place with 29 points, but it's first time on the course, so well done to Adam Bridges. And finally, Sunshine Golf Society played their World Handicap Qualifier on Sunday, the 7th of September. So Division A and Division B. Division A, first place with 39 points, Paco Belchi. Second place with 34 points, Dennis Jones. And third place, also with 34, but losing to Dennis on countback, was Rob Greatley. In Division B, first place, fabulous score, 44 points, Gary Davis. In second place, equally good score, 38 points, Hayley Barker. And in third place, with 35 points, Mary Armitage. Nearest the pins on hole 3, Luke Sharp. On hole 5, Les Monkton. Hole 11, Gary Davis. And hole 13, Dennis Jones. Hole 18-2 was Ray Lyons. And hole 15 in 3 was once again Ron Porter. There were just 3 twos, Gary Davis, Ina Ellingsether and Dennis Jones. So So well done to all of you. Quick reminder that it's the monthly competition on Wednesday, the 17th of September. So yeah, there may not be any scores for that day when we do the next results show, but if you wanted to play, by the time you're watching this, there's still time to get your names down. So thank you for listening. That's the roundup of the last 2 weeks' results show. So that's a roundup of the results. That's enough of that. And joining me today in the studio is Rob Greatley.
Hi, Hayley. Hi, everybody watching. Great to be back. So what are we talking about today?
Okay, right. Today I thought we'd talk about the potential of the Youth Academy, which has been an idea which has been floating around for probably about 12 months.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably a little bit longer than that, but yeah.
Yeah, but we've been kind of talking about it and, you know, the potential. So basically, why would we need a youth academy? Because I know this is something that's quite close to your heart.
Yeah, I mean, well, first of all, I think it's fair to say that we shouldn't confuse what we're talking about now with what's the golf professional does on a Sunday, because that's something completely different.
Yeah. Okay.
That's his own group.
That's his own group, and he does golf lessons for children, basically, doesn't he?
Exactly.
Yeah, where he charges his own prices and he does his own thing, and that's his business.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're talking about here is something completely different. This is something for the golf club.
Yeah, I mean, this is really a pet project of Paco, really.
Yeah.
Because the demographics of the members of the club, we're all getting older. There aren't a lot of young people at the club. And Paco's idea is to try and change that.
Yeah.
And to try and get younger people, mainly children, but certainly teenagers as well, involved to try and get a youth membership going with the club. Yeah. Because that's good for the club.
Yeah, of course, yeah, because you say, you know, we're all of a certain age, you know, a lot of retired people out here, you know, but you've got to look at the future.
Absolutely.
You know, people will be coming out here, obviously, younger people as time goes on, but we need to kind of take it back a stage.
Yeah,
you know,
and I think the other thing as well is to try and get, because I don't necessarily think that the young people coming are going to be predominantly English. So I think we're almost certainly going to get a lot more Spanish children coming.
Yeah, because that's the thing, you know, who are we trying to attract? Yeah. You know, what sort of youth are we trying to get here?
Okay, so I think Paco's idea is that golf's not really mainstream, is it? Let's be honest, it's not a mainstream sport that a child would gravitate to.
Yeah, it's not like football or
cricket
or whatever,
And so the idea is to try and give an outlet for children to try golf. Try golf because you know, normally when most people start to play golf, young children, I've got a granddaughter, she plays golf for the county and things like that, but you wouldn't have thought so. But as soon as she took it up, she really liked it. And I think you've got to play it. Yeah. To realise that actually this is quite a good game to play.
Yeah. But there are quite a lot of English children as well, though, on Camposol. So I know you say, it's going to be, you know, attractive to the Spanish children, but there are quite a few.
I hope so. Yeah.
You know, families who have, you know, they've come here as children and then they've stayed here and then they've got children, so their children might be interested in taking it up. So
let's be honest, the more we get, the better. Yeah. So it's 100%. It's a positive. It's a positive for the club, but we've got to try and do it in the right way. And,
so how will it actually work then? I mean, what's the kind of what's going to be the structure, the planned structure? I know it's not set in stone yet.
Okay, well, from a simple point of view, we're looking at 2 days, Tuesdays and Fridays.
Okay.
So we're looking at Tuesdays for coaching lessons on the practice range. Yeah. And then Fridays for a game.
Okay.
So the idea is that they practice and then they're going to go and they're going to play on the course to put into practice what they've learnt on Tuesday. That's the general idea. Yeah.
And this is under the guidance of a
youth coordinator.
A youth coordinator. Okay.
Guess who's
guess who's that?
Guess who's been asked to do that? Yeah.
Can't imagine.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, it's something I did a little bit of at my course in the UK. And so the blueprint I put towards Paco is, first of all, we need to set up a junior course. Obviously, we don't have, unlike Hacienda de Alamo that has an academy course, we don't have the room to do that. Yeah. So my suggestion to him was to create a 6-hole course on within the course we've got.
Yeah.
By putting forward tees, orange tees, on holes 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and 9.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're quite easy to walk to. From where when you walk off the green on 5, you can then walk to the green to the tee on 8 quite easily.
Yeah.
So that would be a 6-hole course, which for a young child will probably take about an hour to get around, which is ideal.
Yeah, that's all they need at this stage,
Absolutely,
isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah. Because obviously now we've got the practice range. So yeah, practicing on a Tuesday on the practice range, and then a game on the Friday.
Yeah,
and the tees, is there plenty of room on the? I mean, I don't know where the orange
yeah,
tees might go,
they would be put in positions that wouldn't affect the course.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of courses have orange tees.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I know a lot of courses I've played have got orange tees. So yeah, then they're not.
It's not an unusual thing. It's just it's something we've got to try and do and put right and make sure that it's not interfering with the course, but
and not interfering with the general run of play, because obviously, we need to make them playing on times where it's not going to be interfering with
I think
society games and.
Well, I think the idea is that we're gonna close the front 9 from between 3 and 4 on a Friday.
Which is not going to interfere with anybody,
no, absolutely
is it?
not. Yeah. And between that hour, the children will be able to come along and they'll be able to play 6 holes.
Yeah.
And we'll create a dedicated scorecard for the academy course, and then the children will be able to have a dedicated handicap for the academy course, and so on and so forth. And then we can start running monthly competitions. Once they get a little bit more proficient, then we can run monthly competitions and hopefully a junior championship in the future.
Yeah. So brilliant. So it gets them into the etiquette, it gets them to understand the competitions and, just how the whole thing works.
Yeah, but it's not just about playing, as you say, it's about etiquette, it's about how to fill in a scorecard, it's about what order you play in, what you do when you're on the green, how to do pitch marks, all sorts of things.
Yeah. No, it sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
And what sort of, will there be a cost involved to like the children? I mean, what's the plan for?
Paco and I were talking about minimal.
Okay.
Minimal cost.
Yeah. Because if you start making it quite expensive for children, then they're not going to do it.
No, they're not the people that Paco's trying to attract. He's trying to attract people who wouldn't necessarily be able to afford to play.
Yeah.
Because it can be expensive,
Yeah.
golf clubs and...
So he's opening it up to people who maybe, wouldn't normally
necessarily
have the
gravitate towards golf
opportunity.
because they think of the cost.
Yeah.
So that's the idea.
Yeah.
And we're also intending to try and get together some junior sets of golf clubs so they haven't necessarily got to own their own equipment at the beginning.
Oh, okay. No, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how are we planning to do that? Is that something that we just beg, steal and borrow, or?
Yeah, I think something like that, or we'll look for cheap second-hand clubs, possibly even in the UK. I mean, you might necessarily need to go over and get a load of clubs and bring them over, but we need to do that because I think that it can be quite costly to get a set of golf clubs, especially when you don't know whether a child is necessarily going to gravitate towards it. So
yeah, I know my son, when he back in the UK, he was maybe 7 or 8, and we lived sort of on a golf course, and I got him involved in it, but God, it was expensive.
Yeah.
It's not just the lessons, the clubs, and then all of a sudden, they're interesting, and then it's just like,
I mean,
it did work out quite pricey.
Yeah, the idea is they're going to have a 1-hour group lesson on a Tuesday on the practice range. So, I hope it works.
Yeah, and obviously benefits to the golf club.
100%.
It's bringing more people into the club.
Yep.
So if these people are, they take it up.
Yep.
The families will get involved. There's,
absolutely.
It brings more revenue back into the club as well.
It
so
does.
it's got its obvious benefits too.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, for them to drive it forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, one other thing we need to mention is that obviously when, depending on how many children we get, but they're going to obviously be playing in groups of 4, but they will need to be chaperoned.
Yeah, that's what I was going to come on to actually, because, obviously, you're looking to get involved in this, individually, but, there's going to probably be a need for other people to get involved as well, because, the more people that take it up, you can't manage all of them.
No, you're going to need a group of volunteers so that if you've got 4 or 5 groups, each group can have an adult, just to chaperone, just to...
So what, we'd be probably looking for interested parties to come and get involved?
Just to volunteer on a Friday, just for an hour.
Just for an hour.
Just to walk around with the children.
Yeah.
And make sure that they're, playing in the correct way.
Yeah, and they know what they're doing, and just
absolutely.
just impart the knowledge that these people have. So
yeah, and the idea is that in the future, once you're satisfied that the children know how to behave and know that they're playing very properly or whatever, then once you're to the point where probably me, or anybody else, is satisfied that they can go on the golf course on their own, then we can allow them to go on the golf course on their own.
Yeah.
And then they can become a proper part of the club.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think it sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it's all positive.
Yeah, sounds like a really good idea. Another plus for the golf club as well.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Paco is a driving force behind it, so fair play to him.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, yeah, watch this space then, because so hopefully this will be coming online pretty soon. Yeah, we're pretty excited about it.
Yeah,
and
I think it'd be
it's
great.
another string to the bow of the golf club. So
Definitely.
yeah,
Yeah.
something else for you to add to your CV as well.
Yeah. I don't know. I get time to do anything else.
I don't
to be
know.
honest,
You
but-
haven't got enough time to do
But
this.
no, I enjoyed it when I did it in the UK, and I like working with kids and whatever. I like seeing children play golf and what have you. So yeah, I think it'd be really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, brilliant. All right. Thanks for that, Rob.
Welcome.
Very interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
Looking forward to it.
All right, thanks for that. Yeah, I hope you found that interesting, actually. And yeah, just watch this space, because I think it's a really positive thing for the golf club. So yeah, thank you for that. Okay, so if you're interested in playing with any of the societies mentioned in the results show, then please get in touch. Get in touch with the golf shop or anybody that you know within the golf club, and they'll put you in touch with the relevant captain. So yeah, and also, and if your society wants to be featured on the results show, just get in touch and we'll let you know how you can get involved. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now. Bye.
Bye.